Hello everyone. Hello EQB's Champ. How are you guys? I know that I have to wait for a couple more minutes before you guys will jump in. But anyway, whoever is here, please introduce yourself. Just say hi to me, thumbs up to me. Tell me where you are from. Yes, all good, all good. Alright, we just wait a couple more minutes. Then we are going to rock together. So if you look at the title today, I know the title can be quite confronting to some of you guys. So if you're here, say hi to me, say hello, where are you from, so that I can see your comment. And also please let me know that you can hear me loud and clear. You can see me. So how are you guys doing? So how you are going in terms of your business, share with me. Okay, so I know, as I said, it might take time for people to jump in. Again, I'm super excited to share the topic today. Okay, cool. All right, thank you, Raymond. Yep, more people jumping in now. All right, thank you so much, Raymond. Right, so how are you guys? Sharing me first before we move on with this topic. I would say this topic can be quite confronting to some of you guys, and I'll tell you the reason why I'm having this specific topic and why I'm using that word. Hey, hi, how are you? Hey, Patty. Hi, Sue, how are you? Oh my god, I haven't seen you for a while. How's things with you? And also, Patty, yeah, good to see you. Patty, when is the time? I'm looking forward with the challenge that I've been given you. So I'm just waiting for you, Patty. Yep, this is the best time for you to share. You know, you've been working together with me, I think like almost a year, so it's nice for you to share, and also to share your experience as well, your expertise. All right, I know a couple of people already registered for this session today, but I know. Yeah, I'm good too. So, yep, been pretty occupied. Lately, I'm getting more and more invitations. So I just received another invitation, speaking gig invitation. So it's almost full for my March and April calendar. So I'm so thrilled, feel so blessed. So this is the journey that I'm going to take on, and I've been actually, you know, planning for many years. So anyway, guys, if you are here, please say hi to me. Hello. I need to see and to know how you guys are doing and where are you from. Can we just raise the standard today? Because I know this is doing live, it's very different from using Zoom. But anyway, let's just raise the standard together. Will that be okay? So raise the standard where let's lean in. All right, so increase, level up your standard, leaning in, that you are going to rock together with me, that you are going to be very proactive. So if you guys are in the kitchen or somewhere else doing something else while listening to me, can I just request every one of you guys to just stop? You got a pen, paper? And just be with me together. So if I'm here raising the standard to be here with all of you guys, I would love you guys to do the same as well. Will that be okay? So this is one of the standard that I've actually learned from my mentor, and I would love you guys to start doing the same thing as well. I mean, like, it's not for me, it's for you guys as well. All right, okay, so are we ready? Are we ready to rock together and be very curious about? I would love you guys to be very curious with it at the same time. All right, at the same time, please share in terms of your journey as well with whatever topics that I'm going to share today. Will that be okay? If yes, type in yes. Okay, so let's do this. All right, because I do not want to wait. I'm very I must respect your time. Awesome, Patty, always here. Yeah, thank you for all your support. And yeah, we continue learning from each other. Yeah, that's the whole idea. Right, so before we begin with our topic today, so as I said, it's pretty, I would say it's very straightforward. You know, when you look at the topic, and as I said, it can be quite confronting to some of you guys. The reason being, when I put in the the title in there is because I wanted to express. Okay, so to express the feeling in terms of, you know, when you do things and then it's not, and you are not getting the result, you know, how frustrated you are. So the word your marketing sucks is where I just want to share the expression. Why I wanted to share this expression, because I know some of you guys have that experience and feeling, but sometimes we are not vulnerable enough to share what we are experiencing it. So it's very, very important for me today to be vulnerable, so that you understand that whatever that you're feeling is very common. Okay, so meaning that you feel stuck, that is pretty common, especially if you do things and then you have invested a lot of your time, money, effort and everything, and you're still not getting the result. Of course, how are you feeling? You know, how are you feeling? You share with me. Upset, frustrated, feel like when you're not moving anywhere. Oh, yeah, I can see from here. Are you not so sure how to tag? I think you can tag the name, your friend's name. Not so sure how, but I know that you can use Sue. Would you be able to help Patty on that one? Yeah, I don't think you can share because this is a closed group. Yeah, feeling frustrated. What else? What else do you guys feel? Frustrated? Sad? Is it enough? And one thing, yeah, you feel stuck. Yeah, thank you, Sue. You feel that you're not good enough. And when you started comparing yourself to others, and then you saw some people are doing so well, you know, when they come out with their videos, they got like 3,000, 20,000 views, and you here doing your video and you only have like 10 viewers. Even like today, I'm getting about 3 people. But then some people feel, you know, the expression, you know, like, oh my god, no one interested with what I'm doing and so on. So how do you feel? Oh, thank you so much, Sue. Yep, so they have to join. I think I have to approve it. Raymond, if someone wanting to join, can you just approve it? Help me to approve it. Yeah, Raymond. So anyway, so going back to the question, I want you to answer this question from your heart. Who here feels, you might want to say yes or no or whatever, or you do not want to say anything, that's fine, but you can just you know, answer it in your heart, no problem. Yep, not spending enough for advertising. All right, cool. Thank you so much, Raymond. So who here feels that your marketing is just a waste of time? Who here feels that? Okay, so this is the first question. So who here feels so exhausted? Hustling, you know, posting here, posting there, you know, trying to get all those attractions and everything. At the end of the day, you're not attracted anyone. And again, you feel down with yourself. You feel that whatever things that you're doing is just not worthy at all. Not waste, just not effective. Yep. Okay. So soon now, I'm just wanting to share in terms of our feelings first. All right. So then later we are going to talk about. Thank you so much, Sue, for the response. Yep. It's quite interesting when you say it's not effective. So that's the reason why I'm sharing here today. Is because to share with you guys in terms of certain strategies that maybe some of the people are not aware with it, which I have actually shared. Learn from my mentor is one thing, and also what I have done, you know, with my business as well. So how did I go about, you know, in terms of marketing my own brand as well. Okay. So who here feels, thank you so much, Patty. Yeah. So who here feels that your marketing will create some kind of embarrassment to you? Do you feel embarrassed? You know, every time when you post something and then when you look at the result, plus when you start comparing with your competitors or even your friends who are actually doing some other businesses, but the way that they promote things, market their products and services, they seems to get quite a good response. And then when you start comparing with yourself, so who here feels that this is such an embarrassing thing to do? So who here starting to feel doubt about your marketing strategies and so on? Okay, so I'm bringing in all this question again, as I said, for the purpose of to make you aware that it's okay to feel whatever that you're feeling right now. You know, to feel frustrated, to feel stuck, you know, to feel not worthy, you feel not good enough, you know, you're spending so much time and energy is just not worth for you, you know, it's okay. So that's the reason why today I would love to share with you guys in terms of, you know, why you are experiencing this and then how you can move on from that feeling. Yeah, resonate with you, Patty? Yeah, yeah, it's resonate with me as well. So once in a while I do have that, you know, it's not once in a while. So every time, especially with the social media, did you guys realize that the social media can sometimes create that feeling that you're not worthy, you're not good enough? Yeah, because the technology nowadays is getting too transparent. So which means that you can actually see what other of your competitors are doing, and then when you start comparing, you feel like, oh my god, am I doing the right thing? And then all the self-doubt start to creep in. Have you had that experience as well? All right, now today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share 4, actually 3, but now all of a sudden I found out 4 4 reasons why marketing fails, and then we are going to explore together on how to overcome it. So are you guys excited to know more about this? If yes, type in yes, yes, yes. Scum is just too overwhelmed to me. Oh, social media, sorry. Of course, Kathy, same here. So these are some of the strategy I actually help some of my clients, even for myself, when it comes to mindset. But we're gonna probably check this in one of the point where, of course, social media sometimes can distract you. Not just distract you, but it can, I would say, affected our feelings and emotions as well. You know, you feel that I have the same feeling as well. That's the reason why I avoid being distracted by the social media. So what I did is I become very disciplined in terms of not to check my social media too often nowadays. So I'll just off, meaning that I did not silent it, I just offed it. So I've offed it, my mobile phone, or even I use, you know, I've been very, very disciplined in terms of when I do my work. I try not to, you know, I stop all those notifications and everything. It's just too messy and it just messed up your brain. Right, hi Jeffrey, how are you? Yeah, yeah. So probably that could be one of the techniques I'll be sharing next time. But again, as I said, number one, if you really want to focus, if you really want to go far in your business, stop allowing yourself to be distracted with all those technology kind of thing. All right. So for me, I have been doing this for about 3 months now. I stopped being distracted by all this technology, meaning I just off my phone. So when I wake up early in the morning, I don't check my phone, I don't check my social medias and everything. So I have certain routine or specific time. Okay, so that is my strategy. But going back, thank you so much, Kathy, for sharing this, and the rest as well. Jeffrey, I love your thumbs ups and everything. Jeffrey, this is the best time for you to engage with me, communicate with me, ask me any questions. I would love to help you as well. Okay, and the rest as well. Let's engage together. And as I said, raise the standard. Everybody has to lean in. Everybody has to be proactive. If you're doing something else while listening to me, just stop. So just focus, have a pen and paper. So let's learn this together. All right. So now going back to our topic today. Okay, this is the reason why. Okay, why I'm coming up with this topic, sharing this topic is number one is because you got to understand first, yeah? So be conscious with it now. So I'm helping you guys to be more conscious with it. When we talk about marketing, the marketing now and the marketing 30 years ago, 40 years ago are very, very different. It's very different. You know, how people conducted marketing like 40 years ago, of course, are different in many ways and means. You know, one of the way, because you know that 40 years ago, the competition is less as compared to here now. And because of the advancement of the technology, things are getting so transparent. You will be able to see other people, what other people are doing, you know, how great they are, how poor they are in their performance and everything. So that is the reason why, you know, you got to be conscious first in terms of how the marketing is actually evolving nowadays. All right, how's that resonating with you guys? So I want you to start exploring. I mean, like for myself, I was like trying to put myself like 40 years back, 45 years back ago. You know, when we compare, for instance, like brand or product, I remember even toothpaste. During my time, my childhood time, there's only 2 brands. What is that? Colgate, and last time we called it Ducky. I don't know, some of you guys are from Malaysia, right? So you know one of the brand called Daki, and then they changed it to Darlie. All right, so also I remember some of the, you know, snacks and everything during that time. I can still remember only 3 snacks. I can't remember the rest of other snacks like chickadees, what is that? Twisty, what else? Sue, help me out. Chickadees, twisties, Maggie. You know, it's just so limited. And what else with the chocolate? You know, during my time, I can remember only Cadbury. I can't remember some other brand. But what I'm trying to say here is that because in the past, the competition is very limited. And in the past, how marketing is being conducted is where people are competing by comparing products. Okay? You always use Colgate even until now, Kathy. Same here. Same here. Top of the mind. Yeah? That is part of their marketing strategy as well. But I'm not going to put all those concepts here today. But at least you can start exploring and make a comparison, isn't it? So nowadays, you tell me, if you want to buy, what? Cookies? My God, how many brands out there in the market? Or do you want to buy cereal? Goodness me. Not just, you know, the brand, but also multiple products per brand. So can you see how many choices are there? So what I'm trying to say here is not just because of the competition is getting very, very stiff, but also the demand and the supply is getting too overcrowded. Yep. So what happened is, when there's too many competition, some of these marketers, they understand the pain point of certain business owners, okay, or entrepreneurs. So that's the reason why you can see some of these people out there, they are selling certain products or services that can help you to get the result faster. Have you ever experienced that? I call it as a shiny object. You know, they promise you, hey, if you use this tool, if you use my service, you can hike up your sales, you know, in $10,000 in just like 2 months or 3 months. Seriously, I hate that kind of marketing strategy. But they are very smart because they know that is the pain point. You know, because they know that people are so desperate, wanting to be in the competition, to be number one, to be the best, to be well known. So all these marketers out there, they know, you know, they saw the gap and they are selling all this, I would say, as a shiny object to make sure that you can reduce that pain by purchasing their product, and they promise to you that you're going to get the result faster. So this is the thing that I am going to share today. How is this resonating with you guys? Is it making sense to you? Oh, it's so hot here in Melbourne. So they know the frustration. They know, they understand that the pain point that we are going through. You know, we're investing a lot of time, a lot of energy, and it doesn't work when you see all these shiny objects promising you that you can do this faster, you can get this with a much bigger amount, and so on. So what happened? You're going to keep on buying, hoping that all these whatever services, tools, you know, technology that they're promising you will help, you know, the result that you desire. Okay, so before you investing more, I would like to say, please stop doing that. Stop investing whatever people are actually promising to you. Just stop, and then let's have this conversation today. Will that be okay? Are you guys ready? So if you're ready, just type in ready and let's explore together. Ready? Type ready. So let's do this now. Number one, okay, stop with these 4 things. Okay, number one, mindset. So I always start with the mindset again. Stop mindset. What do you mean by mindset here? All right, so here is where I still thank you so much, Patty. So I still received some feedback, or, you know, some sharing with some of the people out there. I know some of my clients as well, they always have this connection. Marketing is something to do with, I do not want to market my products out there. I'm not going to go out there and project myself. It's because I'm going to be judged. Mindset of feeling judged. So how is this resonating with you guys? And some of the people saying that, hey, I'm not going to do marketing, I'm not good with marketing, I'm introvert, I'm introvert, I'm not extrovert. So I was like, how is that introvert extrovert has to do with marketing? You know, I'm just asking you this question. If you are not doing marketing for your business, who is going to do it for you? And some people will say, oh, I'll just get someone else to do it. That is not a good idea until you firstly understand about your business, about your products, about what you're offering, what you are selling, to who you are actually selling. So it's very, very important. Number one, again, going back to mindset. How is that resonating with you guys? So afraid of being judged. So let me just share this with you. No matter what we do, not just in business, any other thing, yeah, we will always be judged by people, or the other way around, sometimes we judge people as well. How is this resonating with you? Being judged is very common as well. So I just want you guys to be vulnerable here today together with me. Share with me, okay? What is your response with this conversation today? Share with me. Yeah. Thick skin or whatsoever, the most important thing is to be aware, okay? So it's good, so if you have that perspective, you know, but I would love to start changing that perspective. But before that, let me tell you a story. It's an amazing story. Do you guys want to hear the story? Because you guys are here, you guys are being so lovely to stay here, to, you know, to listen and also to support me. Thank you so much, guys. So I would love to share this story. Probably you can share this story with your family and friends as well. So I've one of my friends, she shared this story with me. So amazing. It's about man and a boy and also a donkey. Have you guys heard about that story? Man, boy, and donkey. So have you heard about that, Patty? Right, who else are here? Yeah, come on, be together with me. Yep, share with me. Oh, you haven't heard about that? Okay, cool. How about you, Patty? Man, the boy, and the donkey. It's quite interesting. So, okay, once upon a time, there's a man and his son walking to the market, bringing a donkey with them. So while they are walking, not so sure, that's fine, Patty, no problem. So while they are walking, they pass by this a countryman, and then the countryman were looking at these two people walking together with the donkey, and he was like questioning, why you are walking with the donkey? Isn't the donkey should be used to ride on? You know, because why you're not utilizing that donkey? Okay, so the man and the boy were like looking at each other, and then the father was saying to the boy, okay, so in that case, why not you ride on the donkey? So, and then let's walk to the market. And then they passed by to one of this group of men, and then this group of men was saying like, oh my god, look at that man, oh my god, look at that boy, he's so selfish. Why he let his father walk with the donkey while he is happily riding on the donkey? You know? So both of them were looking at each other again. It was like, huh? Really? So is this something wrong with this? So the father said, all right, now, why not he tell the boy, you get down and I will ride the donkey now. And then they passed by to a group of women, and then these women were saying like, oh my god, this father, what kind of father is this? So selfish. How come he can just ride a donkey while allowing the son to just walk? That is so not really a good father. Allowing that to happen. And what happened is the next round when they were walking, and the father was, both of them were like actually looking at each other, and then they were thinking like, all right, in that case, why not I carry the donkey instead? And then they bypassed to some of the group, and they were saying like, oh my god, this man is just crazy. How come he carrying the donkey, you know, for what reason, for what purpose? So what I'm trying to share here, guys, is just a funny story. So I heard this, thank you so much too. Whatever things that you do will always be wrong to other people. When I say other people, going back to business and marketing, you know, sometimes people judge or people are just not happy with what you're doing, whatever, because they are not your niche market. They don't care. And they didn't care because they don't see whatever that you're offering is needed for them. So probably that could be the reason why. And some people just like, no, nah, not interested with it. Or some people probably might judge. But moral of the story is, I would love you guys to start swapping your perspective. The reason why you are coming out, you know, to voice out there is, for me, is like, for instance, I'm not gaining popularity, I'm not gaining all this fame or whatever, but I have this strong belief that I wanted to send a message across so that I can help more people, so that those people who get all this education will be able to help other people. So again, going back in terms of your perspective, all right? So now I would love you to start thinking what you need to stop doing in order for you to start thinking about how you can improve further when it comes to marketing. Yeah, you can't please everyone, Sue. How come? There's how many people? It's about 7.8 billion people in this whole entire world. Please don't expect that we can please everyone, you know, can make everyone happy whatsoever. We don't have that capacity. Whatever things that we want to do, you are doing marketing is because you wanted to go out there and to support and help other people. You want to tell people out there that, hey, I have this expertise, I've had this experience. So therefore, I have the ability to help people who are having this specific problem. Making sense to you guys? Yep. So just imagine you purchase a car, you bought a car, but there's no driver. No one can drive. So your car will be just like a display item. It can't move. So same goes with your business as well. So will that be okay in terms of the mindset? Can I get a thumbs up to you guys that you agree, starting from today, that you become more conscious, not to think about marketing is all about people is going to judge me, you know, I'm not good enough, you know, if I do certain mistake whatsoever, people will laugh at me. Will that be a promise to you guys? How is this resonating with you guys? Good? Yep. Now let's go with the next one. So the next one is where stop doing this is, number 2 is instant gratification. So this is another thing that I would love to share with everyone in terms of instant gratification. I think like Patty have heard this multiple times, but that's okay, because this is very important. Sometimes we went through certain things, certain challenges in life, sometimes we might forget again. So this will help to bring the conscious level, you know, share with other people once you understand the concept, because it's very, very crucial in business. If I were to ask you, do you want chocolate or exercise for 12 months now, starting from today? Which one would you choose? Choose a chocolate, or you have to work out for 12 months? So it depends, of course, it depends on what you want to achieve, definitely. This is a very general question, but very common, people will choose chocolate instead of working out for 12 months. Why? Why is that so? So it's very common, human being, they want to achieve pleasure as soon as quickly as they can, because it makes you feel better now, correct, Sue? That is what very common. When it comes to pain and pleasure, people choose pleasure and they want it as quickly as they can. So that's where I would love to share with everyone one of the study called Marshmallow experiment. So this Marshmallow experiment was conducted in Stanford University. I can't remember what's the name of that guy. Walter Mischel. So what he did is he gathered about 32 kids, you know, in somewhere, they did it in 1971. They gathered them together and then they have this marshmallow and also pretzel. So they get the children to choose either they want pretzel or marshmallow. So they told the children, right, so if you eat now, you're gonna get 1 marshmallow, but if you wait for another 20 minutes, you're gonna get 2 marshmallow or pretzel, whatever, whichever one they choose. So it's quite interesting. Yeah, you know about that, Kathy? Yeah, it's so interesting. Yeah. So what happened is they did the study again, they did the follow-up in 1988. So what happened is they found there's a correlation between kids who delay things, waiting for the reward later, instead of getting that, I would say that pleasure on the spot, are doing very well. They're being very successful in their life. Okay, so they follow up the study again in 1988. So what is this telling you guys? What is this telling you? How is that relates again with instant gratification? And how that relates again in terms of marketing as well. So when we feel so down, when we feel frustrated with our marketing, when we keep on doing and not getting the result, and you got to go back and have a look in terms of how long have you been keeping up, you know, putting in all the efforts and everything. So if it's just like doing it for 2-3 days and then you expected the result to be like this high, then you got to question yourself again. So again, going back to that marshmallow experiment, isn't it amazing how it correlates people who are willing to go through, you know, not going into pleasure on the spot, but willing to go through what we call the model pain to pleasure by Tony Robbins. So whereby people who are willing to go through that delayed gratification have a probability to achieve success in their life. Make sense to you guys? Yep. How is this resonating with you guys? So again, how that relates to marketing. Maybe you have to keep working at it until you get the result. Correct, Patty. Working at it is very important. Being consistent in marketing is very important. This is what I always share with all my clients, you know. So when I do trainings and so on, it's very important to be consistent. Not just be consistent, okay? You can't just be consistent without being competent as well. So what I'm trying to say here, you got to be conscious. Whatever things that you do, you got to measure it. So I'm going to talk about it this point later. So can you see, Kathy, in terms of you can't, because I can see so many people, they keep on doing it, but they keep doing the same thing over and over again without realizing that what they did is actually a mistake, or what they are doing is actually is not the right technique for their business. What happened is they keep on doing it, you know, without being conscious that they're supposed to tweak, they're supposed to change the strategy. You know, you got to be aware, you got to measure it so that you know, all right, if this technique is not working, probably I should test in different ways, different means, you know, different measures and so on. So because the moment when you have that perspective and the moment you wanted not just being consistent, but to increase your level, to become competent with it, therefore your credibility, your authority, you know, in your industry will grow. So people will see you as the expert because you consistently doing it with the skill of competency as well. Does it make sense to everyone? So going back to instant gratification, this is what happened. This is why you can see so many people out there, they are selling you guys with all this shiny object, promising you that if you use these tools, if you use this strategy, if you use this platform, you're gonna get more followers. You're gonna get more people engaged with you. More people is going to like your linking page, your whatever, Twitters and so on. Have you ever experienced that? So what I'm trying to say here is that, guys, it takes time. Even for myself, a journey, this journey as a business coach, it takes time for me, from someone who, from nobody, no one knows what I'm doing, but because of the delayed gratification. So which means that I educate myself, but at the same time I take action, I make it consistent. The reason why consistency is still very important, because as I said, because of the advancement of the technology, the competition is getting very stiff in a way that it's too transparent. So meaning for people to remember you, so that they won't forget about you. That's the reason why you have to still be consistent, you know, in your social media, in networking, in doing speaking gig, whatever things that you can help people to remember and get you as top of their mind. So how long do we have to wait until we see the result? Okay, Kathy, for myself, I can see that I started because you got to measure in terms of the result, okay? So the result here means that the income coming in as well. So I did that for about 6 months. So after 6 months, I did, but of course I have to tweak and change a lot of techniques and strategies in my marketing. So when I say marketing here, guys, please don't be carried away with only the social media. Social media is only one specific platform to help you with marketing. All right, you got to do other things that help you so that people, oh sorry, oh okay, right, I've got this message because I'm getting another speaking gig. All right, so going back to, okay, Kerti, going back to your question, so it took me for about 6 months, but again, as I said, please don't be carried away with only focus on the social media. All right, so because again, as I said, sometimes when you look at your social media, one thing, sometimes I feel the same as well. You know, when I look at some of my competitors or even my friends, they're doing the same, almost the same things in the similar industry. And then especially when I look at their followers, especially when that person, you know, coming up with a video, wow, so many people is actually watching, you know, their videos and everything, then you started feeling down with yourself, isn't it? Yeah. So what I'm trying to say here is that, again, going back to the social media, is more about you giving, continue giving values. And for me, it's not just I'm depending on the social media, because I've got quite a strong referrals. So people refer me. So this is the tips that I want to share with you guys, how I managed to pick up, you know, my business plans and everything just within the 6 months, is where, apart from social media, number two is where you got to understand people love experience. Nowadays, people purchase product or services not because of your products. Okay? It's not because of product. They purchase because of you. Because of your feelings and emotion. They love being together with you. Give the best of it. So when I have, I've got a client, I always give the best experience to them. You know, you under promise, but you over deliver it. So you got to learn how to wow your prospect or your client, because they are going to refer you. They are going to feel that experience, and you will always be top of the mind. So for me, as I said, again, going back to my social media and everything, I don't have as many as other people who are very popular out there, like millions of followers whatsoever. But for me, I believe that is not just the platform. There are so many other varieties too for you to help market your brands out there. Because for me, I always believe that if you got to go back, yeah, Kathy and the rest as well, go back to your mission and vision. When you do business, it must always come from your heart. I can see so many, I've heard one of these YouTube channel by Simon Sinek. My God, so beautiful. The way he explained it is that there's so many business owners out there when they market their products or services, it's all about them. It's all about me, and me. So instead of about your prospect, about your market, sorry guys. So for me, again, going back to your values and your beliefs. As for me, that's the reason why it doesn't matter how many people are watching, because some people are watching later. They watch my videos later, and some even don't even like my pages and everything. But then because of the referrals, because they contacted someone else and then they experienced me. So yes, again, Sue was saying, yeah, the word of mouth, the referrals is so powerful. So most of the time, how do I actually build up my brand very quickly is where I give the best. You know, I wow them with the best experience ever. Even though if I have one client or two clients, I always give the best, because this is all about them. So for instance, like you guys, you know, you guys are here, coming here today. It's not because of me. It's all about you. Because you wanted to join my session today is because in your mind, subconsciously, you're thinking like how Yasmin can help solve my problem. So the moment you have that perspective, can you see how the way that you conduct marketing, the way that you do marketing will be very, very different. The way you give the services, you know, to your clients and everything will be different. They feel different because the moment they feel that different experience with you, I tell you, they are going to refer you. And that's how my journey began. So for instance, like I just want to share with you because Raymond is here, so I just share with Raymond because I I shared some of the contents in LinkedIn. So Raymond is my virtual assistant, so he has been helping me a lot, in terms of my contents and everything. And I was so surprised because the National Zakat Foundation contacted me yesterday. So he went through one of my friend, Kathy, I know, you know Ellie, right? So Ellie contacted me. So this guy communicate with Ellie, and then probably he got a good more testimonial from Ellie and so on. And because of that trust, and he contacted me, and he said Zakat Foundation needs help, and then they would love to work together and collaborate with me. So can you see how powerful, with this type of marketing? So that's the reason why I'm saying here is that try not to caught up with only one specific platform, and then when you start comparing other people, you feel like, oh my god, these people, how can I compete? They just post something and then boom, 400 people, 500 people is actually watching them, and here I am, nobody watching me. So how is that resonating with you guys? Is this good? Is this a good conversation? Is it helping you guys? Let me know. So again, as I said, be patient. Be patient. The result will come soon. Before I start with this conversation today, I just received another invitation from Kementerian Sukan something from Malaysia. So it's another big organization, and they contacted me to become one of the panel as well. And again, it comes from referrals. It's not from the social media or anything. And plus, I've got another invitation, connect coach to connects and everything. So that is another organization also. Those are connect ICG connect, what do you call that, coach and connect. Yeah, so they invited me to give a talk in April. Yeah, very very good communication, of course, Patty. So again, this is what I would love to share with everyone today. This is the tips that just hold on to it. Yep, as what Kathy was asking just now, for how long. Yep, so it's not about how long, yeah, Kathy. It's more about you got to trust that process. You got to trust that process. Okay, so keep on educating yourself and keep on being aware whatever that you do. I always tell this to all my clients. If you do whatever marketing strategy that you're going to conduct, make sure you go back and ask yourself why I'm doing this. So you got to keep on asking yourself why. It's super important, because this will help you better in a way that in order to achieve that goal, this is the reason why I'm doing this. So instead of you thinking, oh my god, how can I achieve this, how can I make 5,000, 10,000 per month, instead of that, it put you a lot more pressure than thinking about, right, this is the process, this is where I'm going to go, this is the process that I'm going to take. Alright, okay, I'm going to learn more, I'm going to explore more, and at the same time I'm going to be aware if I make certain mistake or it doesn't get any result, that's fine. I'm going to tweak it, I'm going to change that strategy, so therefore I will always trust the process, and I wanted to enjoy with the process, and I'm okay with the process. If it's not getting the result, I'm okay, to keep on learning and start changing. For instance, like the other day, masterclass that I did together. So I was like working together with my virtual assistant. We were talking about, in terms of the time frame. So probably because the first time I did my masterclass, I've got about 25 people join my session. But during that time, it's on Saturday in the evening. So then I changed my masterclass program in the morning and during weekday, and I can see there's a drop of people who join my masterclass program. So again, alright, so I think so probably that could be the reason why. So can you see how I'm being aware with it? So I told my virtual assistant, I said, right, this time let's change it. Now let's go back with different day, and then probably with different time, and then we can see how that actually helps, in terms of marketing techniques and everything. I always feel envious with others' social media feed. Looks so impressive. Kathy, again, thank you so much, Kathy, for sharing that. And yes, to Sue and Patty also, this is what I would love to open up, in terms of your perspective again when it comes to marketing. Alright, so let's go with the third one. So the third one is where, because that relates to Patty's comment, yeah? Okay, lack of awareness. in terms of ROI. Do you guys know what is ROI? Return on investment. Yeah? So, this is the thing. We got to be smart enough to measure whatever thing that we invested, including not just money, but also our time. So this is where I help many of my clients as well. Because sometimes it's quite hard to just, implement things and then just measure in terms of money. There must be some other variables that actually affected your result. So again here, be aware in terms of your return on investment by looking at the result. Okay, going back to Kathy's comment. So here, we always see, right, as what Kathy was saying, this is so impressive, looking at all this social media feed, what they're doing, and then you look at all their views, oh my god, thousands of views, and then you look at so many thousands of people sharing their videos and everything. That doesn't measure your return on investment. What measure is how much money coming in to your bank account. Can you see that? So it's not about how many followers, how many fans out there. It's about how many people convert and make business with you. The moment money changes hand, that is where you can see the result of your business. Because you can see some of the people out there, they have like millions of followers, but not all those followers are actually their avatar. So you got to understand and calculate the percentage of the conversion rate. How many people? All right, so you put in all the videos or live videos or whatever, and then you can start measuring, okay, how many people started to contact you? How many people email you today? So how many people DM you, PM you? For instance, like me today, so I have like about 3 people already message me, so that is already a measurement to me, because the moment people message you, DM you, they are committed people, meaning they are your right ideal market. So meaning they are very serious to do business with you. So it's just a moment of where you're going to have that conversation further to increase that trust level so that they are going to convert and become your customers. How is that sitting with you guys? Is this making sense to you guys? So last one, yeah? So last one is where, so is this okay, everyone? So be aware, okay? So when you invest in terms of your money, look again in terms of the result. Check your bank account. That's the whole idea. Check your bank account. Okay, so with whatever things that you're doing, with your networking, with your social media, getting all those referrals and everything, whatever. For me, I have so many speaking gigs. I've been very, very active giving talk, become a panel speaker, those kind of things. So I measure, in terms of time and preparations and everything, and I can see, I convert the result, how much am I making monthly basis. So you got to check your bank account based on the effort, based on the time, based on the money that you invested. Cool? Agree? Patty? Yep. Awesome. So number 4, the last one, I know. And in terms of the time, no problem with that. Right. So the 4th one is like, again, I keep on telling people, market to V1. I keep on emphasizing this. I think Patty had enough with this. Market to D1 is market to your ideal market. As I said, not everyone wants your offer or your services or your product. Not everyone need that. So don't expect that the moment when we do marketing, we post something, we expect that everybody would love to get your products or services. It's not, because every single one of you guys have different needs, different wants, just like you guys here. All right, so same goes with me as well. We all have different preferences. Yep. So what I'm trying to say here is that be mindful when you do marketing, so that when you send the message, when you speak. So when I do speaking gig and everything to do with business, marketing, that's it. I don't talk about something else which is just beyond my expertise. I don't. Even though I remember one of the woman, she messaged me yesterday because I gave her the title about marketing, and then she said, this topic is not relevant for the audience. Can you talk about something about community and everything? I was like, what? Community? What do you mean by that? So I told her that is not my expertise. I do not want to talk about something which is not relevant to me and it's not my expertise. So I do not want to do that. So basically, can you guys see how you can actually focus in terms of your marketing? So we call it as a market message map. So meaning the moment when you market yourself, be aware, only tell what your market or your niche market wanting to hear from you. So people who are not do not want to listen to you, that's fine, because they are not your ideal market. Even though if they become your ideal market, they will not be very happy working together with you because they don't need what you are offering to them. Is it making sense to everyone? Making sense? So if it's making sense, type yes, it makes sense. All good? Yep. Any other question, guys? So what do you guys think about this sharing today? Now, my question is, if you have any question, just put it in. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for being here, you know, for 1 hour. I really appreciate it. So it's just like, yes, it makes sense. Yeah, Patty, thank you so much for that. So who here wants clarity? Because you know that you feel very frustrated with your marketing. You know, we talk about all this instant gratification, changing our mindset. You know, we are lacking in terms of awareness to check our bank account, whether are we investing the right time, the right money, and getting the right amount of money in your bank account. So we have shared that a lot. All right. So how many of you guys here want more clarity in terms of how it can move you to the direction that you want to go? Yeah. So how many of you feel that it's just too tedious to do it all by yourself? It's hard to do it by yourself. And how many of you guys have experienced listening to someone else who doesn't have that experience telling you what to do, and you follow their advice and it's just like psst, not to your expectations and everything? Have you had that experience? And how many of you guys wanting to move from that? Yeah? You do not want to feel stuck anymore. Okay? So this is where I would like to invite you guys. So Raymond, would you be able to send in the link here now? All right, so you guys can share the link, okay? Because I'm coming up with my second masterclass program. Because why? When I did my first masterclass, oh my God, a few people emailed me and they were asking me, when is the masterclass? When is your masterclass program? So a couple of them missed my masterclass program. Oh my God. So I was like thinking about it again. Okay, fine. I'm going to do my second masterclass program because I believe this masterclass help you in terms of the clarity where you are going. Because I always believe in business, whatever that you want to do in business, you know, because based on my experience running 15 years in business, but the moment I have my own mentor, so which means that I now understand how important it is to understand the structure. You know, when I said structure here, it's not just the structure of the business, but also structure of your thinking as well. Oh, thank you so much, Asu. Yeah, it's doable. Yeah. So Raymond, can you just put in the link for the masterclass registration? So can I just get some of you guys, because I know Patty already came to my masterclass program, and yeah, you can share with everyone else. Patty, how do you see the masterclass program is? How does it actually benefit you? And not so sure, is Raymond here? So where is Raymond? So Raymond, are you here? Can you just put in the link? And also because you guys are so wonderful, so I get Raymond to put in the gift for today. So that gift is actually, I came up with the framework, you know, the framework on how you should do marketing in the I would say in the very solid foundation, in a very solid foundation of marketing. Okay, so because as I said, marketing in the past and marketing now is just too different. So basically this blueprint I learned from my mentor is one, but also based on my experience as well. Thank you so much, Raymond. So Raymond, can you just put in you know, the framework of the marketing framework? So probably this will help you guys better to understand. Okay, so this blueprint is a combination of my own I would say marketing strategy that I have actually implemented for my business as well. So it's not 100% from my mentor, but the blueprint is based on what I have done and how it can actually give a very good result for myself. So meaning it doesn't matter whether it's offline or online. So this basic framework, you must know and you must do it. You know, it goes into a multiple steps and multiple process. So you got to start with number 1, step number 2, step number 3 until the end of it. So Raymond, can you, yeah, so that is whoever interested to join. So Kathy and Sue, if you guys want to join my masterclass program, so please go ahead. Or would you be able to share with your family and friends who wanted to join my masterclass program? Because in that masterclass program, as I said, I give you more clarity in terms of how you should be able to structure your thinking and also structure your business before you implement and getting the the best result that won't get you to feel that burnout, feeling frustrated and so on, because you feel more, because in business it's all about certainty. Yeah guys, it's all about certainty, it's all about focus, it's all about knowing where to go. Because the moment you have that clarity, that's why I've been working together with Patty. Patty, do you agree with that? So I always help Patty. The moment she feels overwhelmed with it, so I help her in terms of focusing it back to the direction that she wants to go. Then therefore, they'll be able to see in terms of what will be the steps to go to that specific direction. So normally in business, I can see so many people are not clear where they are going, because when they are not having that clarity, it's just too hard. So what happened? Oh, thank you so much, Patty. Yeah, it's very valuable, yeah, Patty. And also, yeah, I've been working together with Patty for almost a year, yeah, or probably more than a year, yeah, Patty. So thank you so much. And I encourage everyone, so if you will be able to, you know, get other people to join my masterclass program, that will be fantastic. So I'm not so sure, probably later, Raymond, do you have that? Oh, Raymond, Sue said the link is not working. Would you be able to check with that one? Yep. Okay, Sue, I'll get Raymond to get back to you and he will reply to you. And also, more than a year, yeah, Patty, oh my God. Can we see how we built the relationship as well? So this is how Patty is, I mean, like, she is working the same. She's giving that, the different experience to all her clients as well. So whatever that I teach, Patty, is where, this is what I share with many people. You know, why I'm doing all this is because one is my experience. You know, being an entrepreneur is just hard, you know, the ups and downs and everything. So the whole idea, my mission is so big. It's bigger than my heart. So the reason why I'm coming out here to become a business coach is because I'm not teaching people how to catch, not teaching people how to get fish, but teach them how to find their own fish, so that not just they are finding or catching their own fish, but also they'll be able to teach other people on how to catch their own fish as well. So that is my biggest mission. So again, as I said, please go back, if you go back and have a look in terms of your mission and vision of your business. So be clear with it. You know, when you look at your mission, it must come from your heart. So it's not just about me, it's about how you can contribute. Because the moment you have that perspective that my business is about contribution, it's about growing, it's about helping people transform and everything, you can see the progress that you're doing is getting better and better, and you're feeling less stressed, less frustrated, because you can see that you can feel that trust within you, that you really trust the process, that you want to go that far. Yep. Thank you so much, Raymond. Awesome, guys. So any question before I let you go? So again, thank you so much. I would love to acknowledge 3 of you guys here, Patty, Kathy, and Sue. Thank you so much, guys, for being here, supporting me. And please tell the rest as well. Tag everyone else. I know that someone else will be like watching later, because sometimes I always get some comment or people DM me later, so that's fine as well. Alright, guys. Any question before I let you go? So that's the gift for you guys, okay? So Raymond has put in. The masterclass should be working fine? Alright, okay. So double check again, Sue. So if you have any problem, just let me know. You've always been my inspiration. Oh, thank you, Katie. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Thank you, you guys. You guys are lovely. Take care of yourself. Drink lots of water. Melbourne is too hot today. Alright, so I'll see you guys around. So probably next week or during in my masterclass program as well. Alright. So take care, guys. Bye.